Use the discriminant to gather information about the solutions to your quadratic equation. I'll show you how next. Welcome to Math Bytes. I'm Allison, and today we're talking about the discriminant. For an equation of the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, the quadratic formula says that x is equal to the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. The discriminant is the part of the quadratic formula underneath the square root symbol, namely b squared minus 4ac. Now, the discriminant won't tell you what your solutions are, but it will tell you what kind of solutions you'll get. There are three options. B squared minus 4ac can be greater than 0. In that case, you have two distinct real solutions, or two distinct real roots. B squared minus 4ac can be equal to 0. In that case, you have one repeated real solution, which is sometimes called a double root. Or b squared minus 4ac can be less than 0. And in that case, there are no real number solutions. The solutions will be complex numbers. So the sign of the discriminant will tell you what kind of solutions you'll get to your quadratic equation. Let's do a few examples and see how this works. So first we have 2x squared minus 7x plus 3 equals 0. Okay, let's figure out what the discriminant is. In this case, a is 2, b is negative 7, and c is 3. So the discriminant, b squared minus 4ac, is equal to negative 7 squared minus 4 times 2 times 3. Okay, negative 7 squared is 49. 4 times 2 times 3 is 24. 49 minus 24 is 25. So for this equation, we will get two distinct real solutions. Okay, let's look at another one. 9x squared plus 6x plus 1 equals 0. In this case, a is 9, b is 6, and c is 1. So let's figure out the discriminant. B squared minus 4ac is equal to 6 squared minus 4 times 9 times 1. 6 squared is 36. 4 times 9 times 1 is 36, so we get 36 minus 36, which is 0. So in this case, we'll get one repeated real solution, or a double root. Okay, one more. 4x squared plus x plus 5 equals 0. In this case, a is 4, b is 1, and c is 5. B squared minus 4ac is equal to 1 squared minus 4 times 4 times 5. 1 squared is 1. 4 times 5 is 4 times 20. That gives us 1 minus 80, or negative 79. So in this case, we have no real solutions. Our solutions will be complex numbers. Remember, you're taking the square root of the discriminant in the quadratic formula. That's why its sign is so important. If it's greater than 0, then you can take the square root and you get both the plus and the minus. That's what leads to your two distinct real solutions. If it's equal to 0, then all you're left with in the quadratic formula is minus b over 2a. That's what leads to the one duplicated real solution. And if it's less than 0, well, we can't take the square root of a negative number in the set of real numbers. So that leads us to no real solutions, and the solutions have to be complex numbers. The discriminant gives you useful information about the solutions to your quadratic equation, so don't be afraid to use it. That's it for this episode of Math Bytes. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. And if there's something you'd like to ask us, just send us an email. We're at contactmathbytes@gmail.com, and we'll see you next time.